Hey everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Kirby Superstar Ultra. And we're picking up right where we left off by heading to this minecart and going off to the fourth and final section of the Great Cave Offensive. So at last, after, I think it's it's 3. After 3 episodes, we're finally reaching the end of this sub-game. It's been a wild ride. But it's not over yet. We still have the garden to do. So first off, we have one in here. And it's the gold watering can worth 200,000 G. I'm not sure if that's a reference to something or not. That could very well be like an Animal Crossing reference, because there is a gold watering can in that, but I'm not sure. And now here we have this puzzle. This puzzle took me like a while to figure out. Like even on in total I've done 3 playthroughs. This playthrough, my one for my practice run, and my original run on SNES. And as you saw right there, I cut because it took me so long I had to cut it out. But yeah, apparently I was supposed to use Ninja and you can down kick into that. The katana worth 990,000 G. So rather than having y'all sit through the entirety of me trying and failing to get that with jet and wing for like 5 minutes, I figured I'd just cut it and do that. But now once again we have 3 rooms and another save room. So let's save up real briefly. And then by logic would dictate that the left would probably be the first, which it is. So I think I know where this one coming up is. It should be, yeah, here it is. It's down in this water area. So we drop down there, and here we have the charm, worth 8,000 G. So while that's going on, I was just like I apologize in advance if y'all hear any car noise and stuff. It's summer. I have my window open, and it isn't summer yet, but it's hot out. I have my window open, so yeah. And here we have the good old cannon puzzle again. We have some blocks blocking off that left path. So now let's jump to this first one here. Let's see where this takes us. Here we have the cloud area, and editing me immediately. This is not where I'm supposed to go, because this is actually, around me is still 12,800 G, but yeah, we are technically ahead. This is the first, this is the last thing you're supposed to do during this left door. I think it's the middle cannon. Yes, the middle cannon you have to go through. I don't believe the left cannon takes you anywhere. Although I think I do end up trying it out. But yeah, here we have this room. You have 4 bomb blocks, and you have to avoid hitting the bottom one while hitting the other 3 so that the chest comes down. And this is a pretty simple puzzle, though it is kind of difficult with Jet. We got the Xmas tree, worth 40,000 G. But yeah, that's the next treasure in order according to the menu. So yeah, here's me trying out the left cannon, and then failing, and then trying it out again, and lo and behold, it just blows up and damages you. So now I try to do the old thing again, but of course I left the room so all the blocks respawned, and once again it's kind of difficult with Jet. So now let's go hit that switch, and let's go back to the cloud area. Now the cloud area is a bit of a weird one, but has a lot of fake walls, clouds that are marked with stars you can pass through. Though of course, I don't really realize this until partway through. So you'll see me just cleaning the walls a bit. Tom's barrel worth 1500 G. That is cleaning the walls a bit in an attempt to find the next exit. But yeah, that's obviously a reference to Donkey Kong, if that wasn't obvious enough. And right there's a plasma copy essence. I never got why they give you a plasma copy essence. And here's what I mean when I say I'm trying to find where the hell to go next. Yeah, I'm trying like the walls that clearly don't have stars marked on them. But here I am, another room. This one doesn't actually have treasure, which is surprising. Most of them do. It just has tomato and coffee or whatever. And yeah, clearly there's nothing here. So let's go. I believe it's to go up and left over here. Of course, I don't think me in like the gameplay realized that, and so he spent like a while just trying to find the entrance to the next portion of it. So here I am clinging to the walls trying to find where it is when I was right next to it before. And then I think this is when I realized that it actually has to do with the stars. And so then I go back and just left here, you can drop down. And then you can't pass through there, despite what it may look. You actually have to go up and around. And here I've done a treasure and a vegetable of some kind. And it's the shiny bamboo worth 600,000 G. And now, let's get done, and let's go around. There's a door there, but we can't get to that yet. So let's pass through this wall here, and head up to this room. Oh, here's the other puzzle that stumped me for a little bit, and we're coming up to the other cut that I made. Right here at the end, you have a door that shuts and opens with that switch right there. However, as you can see, wheel does not properly work to get up there, due to you needing to jump and stuff, and you're also not going fast enough. And so, I spent like 5 minutes trying to figure out how to do this before I actually realized what I had to do. So, what you're actually supposed to do, and you'll see it here in a minute, whenever the cut is you're supposed to make a clone of, or not a clone, like a helper with the ability, and then the wheelie helper's special thing is that you can hop on it to control it as like a motorcycle, and it becomes biker wheelie, or wheelie rider, and that goes way faster and can jump and stuff. So that's how you're supposed to do it. Speaking of motorcycles, I guess while I'm waiting for the cut to show up, I can talk about Pokemon. Pokemon stole and finally got a trailer today. And aside from the really cool professors and open world stuff and non-linearity, I also really like the new Pokemon introduced. Like both of the legendaries that look like motorcycles for some reason. Someone on Twitter bought this stuff. They look like Superbike and his weird dragon counterpart from Fairly Odd Parents. That's such a classic episode. But as you can see, that I just barely didn't have enough speed, so I just need to do this better and then I'll be able to get it. And I screwed it up there going back and forth. But no, this time I think is when I actually get it. Yeah, there we go. The tire, 1100G. What else have I left? So yeah, aside from that, we also got Lechonk and Smoliv and the Peter clone. And I like Lechonk is such a stupid name, but that's like really funny. And like Smoliv is also super goofy. It sounds like a Plants vs. Zombies character. If I'm being honest, they certainly had fun while naming it. And Yoga was Sleep. I'm not sure if I brought up Sleep before, but it does Spirit Charm 78,500G. It does basically nothing in this game. They literally just use it for like traps and stuff. But he's not earlier with the other Sleep puzzle, which is probably when I brought it up. But there is. But I just put those around the mess of you. Sleep only does stuff in like 2 games. I think only Squeak Squad, I think. It's one of the DS titles. And Forgotten Land does it actually do stuff. But in Forgotten Land, it's actually it's really overpowered in Forgotten Land. It can like heal you fully and give you like double health and like attack boosts and stuff. It's really powerful in that game. And like honestly, that should be like its new function permanently. That way it's at least useful. But yeah, that's that. Anyway, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet look good. Sonic Frontiers, on the other hand, that felt really slow and empty. Man, no HUD, no enemies, and it doesn't even really look like a Sonic game. It just looks like it popped Sonic into UE5. But anyway, other than that, I guess I don't really have much game news to talk about. I guess I talked about the Owl House again, and frickin', what are we calling it? Like Ezra Gabriel, the Collector, really good design, lovely personality. I love how Enzo Gabriel has been trending for like 3 days on Twitter. It's great. I find that really funny. And the finale overall was really good. So yeah, this room, as you can probably tell, this here is a cutter puzzle. You need to use cutter to chop down specific ropes on dangling platforms to open up or close off certain pathways. So you can get this right here, the Platinum Ring, 40,000G. Yeah, that is one of the last treasures, which made me realize that this is not the second place you're supposed to go. Because for some stupid reason, they have the middle door be the last place you're supposed to go. I mean, I guess I'd rather be the middle and not the left, but it still ain't great. Here we have barrel cannon, or not barrel cannons, just cannons. I've been playing Donkey Kong, Pegasus Ring, 42,900G. Yeah, I've been playing Donkey Kong a lot. I'm talking about barrel cannons, but it's a game and it spins around. These are the other ones, but I never really brought it up. Yeah, neat little cannon puzzle. Actually, funny thing is, like, okay, so normally with these videos I have like huge breaks of like silence because I have like nothing to talk about, but I've basically been going on, this is one recording, I've been going on for like half the dang video. I'm actually really proud of myself. Like that, and like at this point, episode 1 and 2 have been released, and man, they're actually somewhat getting views. But I'm used to like 2 views, and like episode 1 has like 17. Crazy. Raccoon Doll, 8,150G. That isn't a reference to a specific game or anything, but that is a reference to Japanese culture. In Japan, they have this thing for raccoons, and tanukis, which are kind of like Japanese raccoons. But you made a tanuki for stuff like the tanuki suit in Mario 3. But yeah, raccoon dolls and tanuki dolls are like normal things around there. If I ever go to Japan, maybe I'll get one, but that won't be for a while, because, man, I don't have the money for that. And I really want to go to Japan someday. Like there'd be so much to, do there. Like, I want to go visit the Ghibli Museum, and, Kirby Cafe, Super Nintendo World. That'll be great. One day. But here's another treasure. Let's get hit by the dang gorilla again. The shell whistle. 82,000. Thank God it still 82,000 G. Thought I saw another number in the hundreds place, but I may be wrong on that. And there goes our helper. I think we're coming up to the other thing. Yeah, this is the third and final puzzle here that stumped me for a while. So you see a switch behind the door, right? But there's no other way into that room. Now, one might ask themselves, how do you manage to get in there? Well, and this is one of only, I think, 4 total that I had to look up. You have to go up here, do your copy ability, grab Crash, and then stand on solid ground and do Crash, and for some reason that opens the switch. Then hits the switch and opens the gate. So anyway, here is the Orchinoculum worth 512G, or 512,000. Yeah, that's one of those weird gems. I don't know the name of Orchinoculum or something. Anyway, that's some type of game that I want to go around. So let's head through here, and then again there's a warp star that'll take us back to the room with the 3 doors. And we're getting pretty up there. We have 9,199,990 G. Disappointingly, it never becomes all 9s. Even after you get the last one, that last 0 remains 0, doesn't turn into a 9. Which is really disappointing, if I'm being honest. Yeah, as you can see, we only have 1 treasure left, and I happen to know exactly what it is. But we'll see it when we see it. So let's search over here, I'll see what's beneath this platform. And it's a tomato that we don't need, because we're at full health. So here we have 1 more room, and it's a really irritating room, full of springs from top to bottom. Springs that'll constantly launch you off. And then here's me trying to get Circle into chili so we won't kill the yo-yo guy. So let's suck up a gem. Let's get yo-yo. And now let's try and fail for around a minute to try and go down this room. And there we go, then hitting another, and hitting another. One after another. But if we take it slow, we can just manage to go down. Let's drop, and there's one down there. So now let's hit it, and then let's slow descent this time. And there it is, the last one, and it's the Triforce, 800,000 G. That is, well, it's obviously a reference to The Legend of Zelda, and the main sort of icon of the franchise, I'd argue, the Triforce. So here we are, back into the final boss of Great Cave Offensive, and here they are. Wham Bam Rock. Now, if any boss in this game, Wham Bam Rock is the one that changed the most in terms of design. Fight is still the same, but I'll try to find a picture of them and I'll put it up on screen. I'll cover the bottom screen real quick. But yeah, as you can see, the design is a lot more angular in this game. The original also had didn't have the stone-like appearance like the modern one does, and its lips were big and red. Now, I don't know specifically why they changed it, either just have it fit the setting more, or if it was due to it being pure black in its face and having big lips and that kind of being racist. But regardless, they changed it, and honestly, I prefer the new design. The old design did kind of get reused. It got altered and reused for the harder version of Wham Bam Rock, which we'll see much later on when we do True Arena. But yeah, design's completely different now. And that's that. But anyway, obviously I just died, so let's try Bomb. That might be a bit better, and let's throw that into the fight. So Wham Bam Rock is probably the most complex out of any boss we've seen so far. It actually has a variety of moves. Obviously there's one where it slams but splits down, but there's another version of that where it slams and splits down multiple times. And it has that one where it does the finger gun thing, and then it drops rocks from the ceiling. It has one where it lifts its hand up and then the hand crumbles into rocks. It has the fist, and it has the weird walking one, where its hand turns into a person and starts walking around. However, for most attacks, they were pretty easy to avoid for the most part. Just walk in the direction opposite from the hand when it's doing the slam, and when it's doing the walk, just hop into midair. Once again, like all bosses, Hammer makes this even more of a joke than it already is. And you'll get to see why I choose that when I go for the True Arena later on. But anyway, yeah, the fight isn't super difficult. I'm almost done here. But it is certainly more complex. And with that, we just wrapped up the Hip Offensive. Now we just grab this through tomato, and we go through a final minecart segment. And of course, as you can see, this loops around right below where we started, that initial tunnel downwards. So I wonder where the minecart's gonna lead us. Well, as you can see, it's leading us back up. We got another super long elevator shaft that, for some reason, splits in two. I don't know, maybe there's a pixel thing or sprite thing of how the elevator worked. But here, the warp star. Now, so now I'll let you all watch the cutscene. And with that, we have unlocked Revenge of Meta Knight, which is honestly my personal favorite subgame. But we'll have to get into that next time. So, if you liked the video, it really helps me out. Even subscribe if you want. Honestly, it really helps. I'll see you all next time.